You're watching Reconnecting Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Reconnecting Gaming. Some of you on Twitter, the Gaming Dragon Dam, coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of What It Feels Like. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back into it, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. Alright. We gotta turn the music up just a little bit. There we go, just a little bit. Okay. I do have a lot to change about myself. Maybe Baxter's right. Maybe I can make things okay again. I don't know what it is about him, but he makes me feel like I can do good things. It makes me feel good about myself. And it scares me because I know I'll end up getting attached sooner or later. I know it'll hurt when we eventually go our separate ways. And I don't know if I'll be able to handle that. Every day was the same. I would go to school, keep my head low, go back home, repeat. I guess I was never good at making friends. I'd try, of course, to get people to like me, to try and overachieve, just like my parents told me to, but the best I could do, the best I could be so everyone could see how capable I am. But it never seemed to work. I was too awkward, too quiet, too lost in my own thoughts. That is until one day in junior year of high school. Minding my own business like I usually did, a girl came up to me as the class was about to end, handing me a paper I had written when she noticed my bracelet. Holy shit, no way, is that a Mystic Wave wristband? Huh? Oh, yeah, Did you go to their concert? No, but, my sister did. She got me this. Oh, I thought you were the fan. I am a fan. I just couldn't go, but I like the band more than she does. What's your favorite song? Rode Away? You're so real for that! She slammed my desk and smiled wide, stars in her eyes as she grabbed a chair and sat right next to me. Dude, I can't believe I've met another fan! It's like no one here has a taste. Oh, I'm Lizzy, by the way. You're Mylo, right? I see you sometimes at lunch. Why don't you hang out with anyone in the cafeteria? Oh, would you want to hang out with me then? Really? Sure, I don't really have anyone I can talk to about music and stuff, so it'd be cool to do that with you. Only if you want to, of course. Yeah, of course! And it was that easy. Making a best friend of 5 years only took less than 5 minutes. Was it because it was so simple that it lasted so long? That the only force driving us together was music and not any kind of drama or complications to drive us apart? I don't know. Sometimes to this day I don't know why exactly we're such good friends. But I do know that I don't ever want to lose her. And that I'm going to make things right between us. Oop. And that's why we're here. I thought we were here for band practice. That too, but mostly this. Alright, that is done. Moving on to the next one. Okay. Well, I'm rooting for you regardless. I'm sure she'll understand. Yeah, here's hoping. I face the door to Wyatt's and, by effect, Lizzy's apartment, and stealing my nerves, I give it a good solid knock, waiting in agony. Baxter's hand goes up to my shoulder and gives me a reassuring squeeze, and eventually the door before me opens, and Lizzy's small frame comes into view. Hey. Hi. Sup? Hey, Bax. Can we talk for a sec? She opens up the door the rest of the way, and we wordlessly enter her small apartment. Lizzy and Wyatt's apartment has been a work in progress for the last few months or so. It's pretty minimal, but considering they're both in the college and only working part-time, it's definitely not bad for the first place. There's always a sense of coziness to this place, so much that I found myself coming over very often when they first moved in. After a while, though, the feeling of being a third wheel was just too overwhelming. I preferred Jacob's smaller, a bit less homey apartment. I felt more welcoming somehow. I find Wyatt sitting on their very old sofa, which they managed to get at a yard sale. When he sees me, he gives us a nonchalant wave, not getting up from his spot. Hey, you guys. Hey, Wyatt. Hey, Baxter, let's go get some pizzas. Oh, Baxter glances at me as if to say, are you gonna be okay alone? To which I give his arm an assuring squeeze. Sure, man, let's go. And with one last nod of encouragement, Baxter and Wyatt walk out together, leaving us alone in the quiet apartment. She gestures towards the couch, and we both wordlessly sit down, facing each other with our feet on the cushions. So... I choke up. We've never had a fight like this, ever. So I feel awkward and uncomfortable, and I'm certain she feels the same. But it doesn't matter. Now all that matters is making things right. Listen, Liz, I'm sorry for all the shit I said that night. Mylo, just be honest. Please don't say you didn't really mean it, because I can tell that you did. I want you to tell me what's going on, that's it. I swallow hard. The truth never comes easy, especially after hiding it for so long. I remember what Baxter said, though, about having her on my side. That's all I want. Yeah, a lot of what I said that night was true. When Wyatt and Jacob joined our band, it felt like something right out of a movie. Two guys that were just our type. It was our own little romance novel. A romance novel moment. And when things started to work with you and Wyatt, I felt so happy for you two. I was watching you fall in love, watching how it was being reciprocated, and I'm so glad you finally found someone who was good, who is good. I thought that maybe this was it. Maybe if you could do it, find someone so great and caring, I could too. But that didn't really happen for me. Things were always messy with Jacob and I guess they still are. I'm still seeing him in secret at night. I'm sorry I never told you. I felt like you did something right that I somehow couldn't manage to replicate. You were smarter, more charming than I was, and managed to get yourself a boyfriend, and hell, even move in with him. I feel like everything I did wrong. Your life was going uphill, and I was making mistake after mistake, and I just felt so inferior to you. I know friends shouldn't feel jealous of each other, but sometimes I just can't help it. I'm sorry, Lizzy. You big goof. Teary-eyed, Lizzy doesn't think twice before leaning in and hugging me tightly between her arms, smushing her cheek tightly against mine. Sometimes all you need is someone to hug you to break down your walls and make you cry. This is one of those times for me. You're not mad? I mean, I am a little disappointed you're still seeing that loser, but I'm not mad. I'm just upset you'd think I couldn't handle hearing all that. She pulls away to look at me. I take the opportunity to dry my eyes of any tears. I guess I was just embarrassed. It's not really easy to say you're jealous of the closest person in your life. Come on, if anyone should be jealous, it's me. You've got a huge house, 2 parents, a voice I could kill for, and talent I would die for. But it's true that Wyatt has made things better for me. But that's because he's a good guy. I just got lucky. I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I just think you chose the wrong guy to get attached to. Maybe that's just my opinion, though. You always seem to go back to him, so I'd like to think I'm wrong. I'm sorry I made you be a third wheel this whole time. That must have sucked a lot for you. And you're right, I don't really know what you're going through, what obstacles or challenges or whatever are in your way because you're gay. But I'd like to know. I want you to tell me these things. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, Lizzy. I forgive you. On one condition. What's that? She grabs me by the shoulders and stares into my eyes so hard and deep she might as well be trying to hypnotize me. You tell me everything from now on, and I mean it. Everything. I don't care if you killed someone. First thing you're doing is telling me we bury that motherfucker together. Got that? Lizzy! I'm serious. Shovel on hand. Okay, geez, I get it. I promise. Good. I don't care what mistakes you make, as long as I'm there to help you through it, alright? I'll always be there. Now come on, now come here, idiot. Aww. I'm so glad we worked things out. Not having you as a friend for a day was killing me. I know, yesterday felt like hell for me too. Best friends 5 ever. Always. So, what's this about you fake dating Baxter Abernathy? Ah. And so I tell her everything, every little detail since the first day I met Baxter to where we currently stand. Oh god, it's gonna give me hiccups. What's so funny? You, Mylo Russo, fake dating a fuckboy to make another fuckboy jealous? Ooh, excuse me. That is gold! That's movie potential right there. Isn't there a book about that? To all the boys I've la, whatever. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and he and I are both desperate. Yeah, no, clearly. Oh boy, whatever could go wrong? And you ask why I don't tell you things. Okay, sorry. If you laugh one more time, I swear. No, I'm good. I just, give me a minute. She puts on a whole show of pulling herself together, breathing in and out, counting to 10, doing meditating poses, whole 9 yards, the dumb bitch. Okay, I'm good. I'm chill. You're dumb is what you are. Your words do not affect me. I am nothing but love. I wish you nothing but happiness in this interesting journey you are partaking. Uh-huh. The sound of the apartment door opening snaps our attention to it, and in comes Baxter and Wyatt, a box of pizza in each of their hands. Hello! Pizza time! Finally, I thought you guys died or something. If I were dead, you would have felt it. Oh, yeah, I would have sensed it. You're right. Now give me pizza. He sets one of the boxes on the coffee table, and they make idle banter on how Liz would have had a heart attack had something happened to Wyatt or something along those lines. It's at times like these that I'd feel jealous of their intimacy, of their closeness, but that envy doesn't come to me now. Now I'm purely content seeing my best friend happy. My tranquility is short-lived, however, because Baxter's hand slithers around my waist and pulls me to his side, leaning close to speak into my ear in a hushed tone. So? I turn to look at him, about to tell him now how everything went well, when I realize our faces are just a few tiny inches apart. I blush, quickly pulling away from him. Perfect! We're out of the woods now. I knew you had it in you, Russo. I just nod, offering him a shy smile. Yeah. But the ride with Wyatt wasn't too awkward. I've dealt with quieter people before. He's a pretty chill guy. Yeah, he's cool. Cooler than me? By a lot. Wrong answer. I'm supposed to be the coolest guy ever to you. That's couples 101. Fine, you're cool and everyone else is lame. How's that? Better. And then he wraps his arm around my waist again. This time I let him. In a dark, cold room, Wyatt slowly plays a tune on his guitar, quietly humming, cigarette in between his lips as I sit on the bed across from him. One second now. Get off my phone. Okay. We've eaten our pizza, and now we've divided ourselves into 2 groups, the songwriters and the musicians. While Lizzy and Baxter practice their instruments, Wyatt and I will come up with new songs to play for our next gig, which is usually a fun, creative process for us. But today, there is a bit of tension in the air, and with how quiet he is, it's up to me to try and break it. So, I thought you were going to quit smoking. He looks at me for, at least I think he does. He looks at me for, or at least I think he does, and after a beat he puffs out a cloud of smoke and takes a cigarette out of his mouth. And I thought you were going to stop seeing Jacob. Sorry, that was pretty mean. A little, yeah. He shakes off the ashes onto the floor, which I always found kind of gross, and he intently stares down at the specks of black. Would have appreciated you telling me, though. I'm sorry. I mean, if we're being completely honest, sometimes I have no idea how to talk to you, especially about how important things like this. I guess that's fair. I'm not really one for conversation. It's another awkward pause between us, the feeling of silence being familiar at this point. If I could be honest with Lizzy, I should be honest with him too, or just honest in general. Baxter would be proud, I quickly note. Do you think we're friends, Wyatt? He seems surprised by this question, freezing up and thinking about it. I don't know. Do you? Kind of. But not really? Yeah, I guess not. Maybe that's why you didn't want to talk to me about it. Mylo, I do care about you. I mean a lot. I mean, you mean a lot to Lizzy, and you're a good guy, so you mean a lot to me too. Alright, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Before I go, I'm going to give a quick shout out to our lovely bronze tier patrons. Thank you all for all you do for the channel. We greatly appreciate your support. Thank you to our silver tier patron, Cade Silverman. Thank you for going a bit above and beyond. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you to our gold tier patron, Trezum Guy. You're awesome. We love you. Thank you for subbing to our ultimate tier. Anyway, if y'all want to get your names in the credits, get access to all of our not safe for work contents as little as $5. Alrighty, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!